Good morning everyone. Today I am here with the new accountancy video, that is accountancy class 12th. Chapter is dissolution of a partnership firm. Here we have the first concept, that is dissolution. What do we mean by dissolution? Dissolution means to end something. Whenever we are going to end up any business, then this concept is used. Now, what are the types of dissolution? Dissolution can be of two types: dissolution of partnership, dissolution of partnership firm. According to Indian Partnership Act, dissolution can be of two types: dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership firm. Both of the terms have some differences. Now, what is dissolution of partnership? Dissolution of partnership means only the termination of the old partnership agreement and reconstruction of the firm due to admission, retirement and death of a partner. It means that whenever there is change in the existing partnership agreement, then that concept is known as the ending up of the existing agreement, and that will be known as the dissolution of partnership. Next, dissolution of partnership firm. Now, dissolution of partnership firm means that the firm closes down its business, firm closes down its books, sells the assets and pays off its liabilities. It means to close the operations of the business. This is the perfect term that we are using in this chapter, that in the dissolution of a firm, the firm will close down its business completely. There will be no operations further. Now, what may be the cases of dissolution of partnership? Here we have to concentrate on the term dissolution of partnership. This is only the termination of the existing agreement. So, what may be the cases when the existing agreement is terminated? Number one is change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. Whenever existing partners change their profit sharing ratio among them, then this concept is known as the dissolution of partnership. Secondly, admission of a new partner. Whenever a new partner is entered in the business, then the new agreement will be prepared, but the existing agreement will be terminated. So it will be dissolution of partnership. Number 3, retirement or death of a partner. Whenever any partner retires from the firm or any partner is deceased due to death, then in that case the new profit sharing ratio will be decided, but the old profit sharing ratio will be terminated. Next, expulsion of a partner. Whenever any partner is expelled from the business, then due to the going of that partner, the new ratio will be decided. The new agreement will be started, but the existing agreement will be terminated. So it will be the dissolution of partnership. Number 5, insolvency of a partner. Whenever any partner is declared insolvent, then that partner will be going out of the business, and the new profit sharing ratio will be decided among the existing partners. So there will be dissolution of the existing agreement, dissolution of the partnership. Number 6, on the expiry of the period of partnership. Whenever the partnership was started with the fixed period and that period is expired, then the partnership will go into dissolution. Now we have the modes of dissolution of a partnership firm. Modes of dissolution of partnership firm. How a firm is dissolved under the partnership. There are two modes. Number 1, without the intervention of court, when the court does not interfere in the dissolution process. Secondly, by the order of court, when court orders to dissolve a firm. Now, first mode is without the intervention of court, whenever court interferes. Number 1, by the mutual agreement according to section 40. Without the intervention of court means whenever the partners by their mutual agreement decide that they will dissolve the firm, then the firm is dissolved. It is as per section 40. Next, section 41 says compulsory dissolution. Compulsory dissolution, when it happens when a firm is compulsorily dissolved. And when a firm is compulsorily dissolved, when all but one partner of the firm becomes insolvent. Secondly, when business of the firm becomes unlawful. When any of the two cases happens, the firm is compulsorily dissolved. Number 3. On happening of an event. Section 42. Section 42 says whenever any event happen in the firm like insolvency of a partner, death of a partner, fulfillment of the object for which the firm was formed, or the expiry of the period. So on the happening of any of such event, the firm will get into dissolution. Number 4. By notice. As per section 43. Section 43 says when the duration of the partnership firm is not fixed and it is at will only, then any partner by giving notice to the other partners can dissolve the firm. Can be dissolved only by the notice of the partners. Now, the next mode of dissolution of the partnership firm is by the order of court. When the court interferes in the dissolution process, when the court orders for the dissolution. As per section 44, there are some cases when court orders for the dissolution of the firm. Number 1, when a partner has become of unsound mind. When a partner becomes of unsound mind, it means that the partner will not be able to take any decision in the firm. And it means that if there are two partners in the firm and one has gone of unsound mind, then the other one will remain in the business, but with the one partner, there will not be any partnership firm. It will be converted into the sole trading business. So the partnership will be dissolved by the order of court. Secondly, when a partner has become permanently incapable of performing his duties. It happens when any partner gets into some disease. Then he becomes permanently incapable of performing the duties due to his disease. Then only one partner remains in the business. Then the court will order for dissolution of the firm. Number 3. When the partner is guilty of misconduct. If there are two partners and one has proved guilty of any misconduct, then that partner will be expelled from the business. Only one will remain in the business. So then the court will order for dissolution. Number 4. When a partner breaches the partnership agreement. When out of the two, one partner breaches any partnership agreement, then the other will go to the court for his punishment. Then the court will order the firm to get it dissolved. Number 5. When a partner has transferred whole of his interest to third party. When a partner transfers his interest to third party without the consultation with the other partner, then the court will order for dissolution. Number 6. When a firm is continuously going into losses and court thinks that it is not suitable to continue the firm, then the court will order for dissolution of the firm. Number 7. When court is satisfied that dissolution is just and equitable due to some other reason. There may be many reasons for which the court may think that it is not suitable, it is not equitable or just to continue the firm. So the court will order for the dissolution of the firm. So there were some cases of the dissolution of the firm. In the next video, we will discuss the further cases. Thank you.